Remember Jackie, Tony, and Donnie? We destroyed their Facebook.
Oh yeah.
They've made it private, huh? After yesterday's.
Yeah, they took their Facebook down, and then they brought it back but made it private. I guess they ended up talking about what the pests were doing as they were doing it on their show.
They were the show that made fun of my hair or something.
That's right.
So they must have got an old photo. My hair is pretty fucking boring these days.
I have no idea, but what was great about it, we were talking about it, was like our fans were saying the worst things that anybody could say about rape and AIDS and stuff.
Oh, yes.
And then they would justify it by saying, well, you shouldn't have made fun of Opie's hair.
I'm telling you, I wish I could write every single person back. There's some funny fuckers out there, man.
Yeah.
Especially on the Twitter.
Yeah, hilarious. Man.
I was dying reading these tweets in the courthouse. Fucking dying.
Yeah. But
there's got to be a better way, because I wish I could just like put all these tweets like somewhere nice.
Yeah.
Because they were just going with everything we were talking about. Everything. But anyway, sorry.
But yeah, so, I mean, do you want to hear it now, or you want to?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Right,
when did you play it yesterday?
Later on, in the first hour.
So this should be a new audience.
Yeah, this is, of course, the show that was featured on Jocktober for Monday.
Right.
And we pointed out that a lot of the stuff they were doing was your typical hacky two guys, well, 1.5 guys.
Yeah.
And a typical whole girl. And we goofed on it. Mm-hmm. And I guess they took a little offense to it, said it's something on their Facebook page.
Yeah, because one of our fans said, hey, did you guys know Opie and Anthony are smashing you on satellite radio right now? And so then they made fun of Opie's hair.
Said Simon Le Bon called from 1985 and wants his hair back.
Well, the sad part is they probably found a picture from 1985.
Right, yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, well...
But our listeners...
My hair hasn't been wacky since 2001, maybe 2002. I finally decided to get a man's haircut.
Started achieving wackiness.
Yeah, I finally said, you know what, it's time to look like a man.
So, they got a little
became
upset.
Deeply offended.
Yes.
And I appreciate that.
It's such an unforgivable joke about your hair.
It is unforgivable, Sam. You don't joke about a man's hair like that.
Oh,
no,
not like that.
So, I mean, you break out the heavy artillery when that happens.
Oh, yeah. And boy, did they.
Yeah.
One of those clips include, well, they talk about topics that generally aren't discussed on their show.
I love when we get under their skin. And they have to talk about
it's
us.
even better.
They could, like
they have no idea. Like, we're on a whole fucking different trip than these people. They have no idea.
Yeah.
They just play into it and make it better.
That's what I said yesterday.
Make believe it didn't happen and go away.
Just ignore it and do your show, because by tomorrow we're going to have a different show and forget you ever existed.
Right.
But it got so under their skin that they couldn't even do their show.
We are the kings of this. Not to use the word, king, but we are the kings of this type of radio, Sam.
Of getting
no
under
one
people's
has
skin?
ever done it better. No one, even the big guy.
Yep.
If we had to sit down with the big guy, he would probably, in private, admit that we are the kings of this shit.
Well, I mean, it's just so obnoxious, and you guys have raised a group of fans that are equally obnoxious. So
yes.
Even as the show was over on Monday, hour the after show that it replayed, the fans would just get all riled up again.
Yeah.
So all day on Monday, every time the show replayed, everybody was all fired up again.
Yeah.
So their Twitters, their Facebooks, any social networking done by the Peak in Albuquerque was destroyed.
So I apologize if people heard this, but I swear I didn't hear this yesterday.
It's good enough to play again.
I was busy filming Freaks, and I'll get into that in a little bit. I went down to the Occupy Wall Street thing, and wow, I got some shit to say. But first, Jackie, Tony, and Donnie on the Peak in Albuquerque respond to our Jocktober.
A response.
Jackie, Tony, and Donnie warn people about their Facebook attackers.
It's just they're stupid.
So it's on there. I'm not taking it down. I mean, let them get it out of their system. Let them show who they are. These are their listeners. Let them do what they need to do. But if you see it on there, I just kind of want you to know that it's on there and be forewarned.
How do you think they figured out I was gay? Because they're not even listening to this. They're like, they got some little thing.
Donnie, I don't know what they use. Who cares?
I don't even know.
Wow, their Fez just says, He's gay.
Wow, that is
I didn't
weird.
say the fucking guy was gay.
Yeah. No, we just
I don't know anything about that guy.
Some of our
just
fans
talking.
implied.
Oh, some of the fans probably implied, very cryptically, I bet, that perhaps this gentleman may have an alternative lifestyle according to his sexuality, right?
See, and I have a strong feeling here that they're enjoying this.
Oh.
See, I think a lot of radio people want to be more like what we're doing, but they're forced, and this is why this business really does suck.
Yeah.
They're forced to be something they're not.
Yeah.
And I think you could kind of hear it in her voice especially. She's a little excited that there's a little attention.
There's some action finally happening.
Some action.
It's something different
there's an edge going on.
Then the Monday what?
Yeah.
Well, what is the Monday word?
Fill in the blank
Fill
Monday.
in the blank Monday. Something happened on Monday.
Right.
That was different than fill in the blank Monday. They were ecstatic.
Hey, has Fezzi embraced the Fezzies from around the globe yet? Where are we at with that?
From what I heard on Ron and Fez, I didn't hear Fez say anything, but Ron said that he was happy that you guys were finally bringing to attention that Fez was the first guy to start kind of doing this character.
Doing the Fez.
Right.
And across the country now, people have ripped
It's
him
taking off.
So
right.
Ronnie's into it a little bit?
Ronnie's into it, yeah.
Oh,
he gets,
right on, man.
He gets the
I don't want to
positive
step on his
spin.
fucking toes.
No.
It's up to Ronnie if he wants to go with Fezzies from around the globe, but I think the people are starting to beg for it.
They're all
I'd
stealing
run with
his routine.
Should run with it.
I think, yeah.
But that clip was also as the comments were starting, so she says we're going to leave them up.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't realize that.
I heard they were deleting them as fast as they were being posted, and you had to be really slick to read what the fans were writing.
Because they started trickling in. It was slow, and so they figured it would just be like we had similar audiences,
Right.
not realizing that we have massive amounts of assholes just waiting to strike.
Just degenerates. Yeah.
I don't mind that, but I also appreciate when like one of our listeners just shows that he's a human being as well. I like that.
now and then.
I like that.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
personally like that.
It's nice that we have listeners to attack other stations, but if there's not another station to attack, why do they attack us?
I appreciate when someone writes me and goes, "Hey man, I just became a father." I'm like, okay, a human being is listening to this show.
Right.
Hey, Joseph H. in Charlotte writes, their Fez says he's gay. Our Fez doesn't say anything.
Oh.
Well, about that, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Cool.
He's basically saying to the people out there, it's none of your fucking business.
That's right. Step down. That's not what this is about.
Jackie, Tony, and Donnie on the Peak in Albuquerque respond to the Jocktober thing we did. And is all this going to be on the Worst of the Week countdown, hopefully? Because this is a big bit this week.
I would think so. Yeah, this is a highlight of Jocktober so
You'll
far.
put it all together so this makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. Because maybe if the people didn't hear the initial attack, this is a little weird for them.
Stay tuned for the weekend. We have our own channel.
All right. Jackie talks about radio wars.
Oh, boy.
That's what.
Who came close to beating us in a radio war? Let's put it right on the fucking table.
Maxwell.
Not one fucking person.
No.
Not one fucking show. Even the big fucking guy backed down.
Well, Mancow.
He knows it.
Mancow came close, but that was only because Ant called to his show and contributed a positive phone
Sam,
call.
I gave a great phone call.
Sam, why did you have to bring that up?
Well, I mean, Mancow came close, but it was because Anthony went through with the sabotage mission.
My intentions were good. My intentions are good. I was on a mission.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Do we have that phone call, E-Rock? Fucking Sam.
That was the worst, man.
Well, we got to be honest. I feel like we got to keep it honest.
I was just
Are we
ready
keeping
to
it real?
unload.
We're keeping it real here.
I was just ready to unload. I wasn't given enough time. Another 2 seconds.
When he says, "Oh, that's a great point,"
And I'm like,
or what is it? Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, I mean,
click. He's one of those guys that lets the caller get the question out and then hangs up on the caller. So then you can, he can speak his piece without the caller interrupting. I wasn't going to interrupt. I was a good caller.
The great Mancow.
Oh, God.
yeah, I mean, if you're doing a radio war, you try to get onto their show and you get a little, like a normal phone call going, and then you go in for the attack. But then, for some reason, wait a little too long.
I lulled him into a false sense of security, which turned out to be a true sense of security.
Yeah.
No false.
This is how it went down a few years ago.
Tony in New York, hello.
Mancow, love the show, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, I want to talk a little
Told
bit
to say
about this Britain situation with the sailors that were taken hostage, as I see it. There's a problem. I don't see the president speaking out on this, and now I'm hearing that the United States has been told not to comment by Britain because of the worldview of our country. The British are telling us to please stay out of this so as not to make trouble. I see this as maybe Britain turning on us a little bit as an ally in this situation. What do you think about this?
Well, I think that's a brilliant thing. I think that's a brilliant question.
Thank you, Manco.
Thing to bring up.
Yeah.
I think we need to keep our nose out of it right now. I think we got.
Do you?
We're like that. Well, Sam Childers knew this pygmy woman in Uganda. And she's a nice girl. She's always sticking her nose in people's business.
There it was.
And I think we need to keep our nose out of everybody's business right now. And I think England is saying, let us handle it. And I'm okay with that for now. But you better believe if it starts to hit the fan, once again, we'll be there to save them. It's the Man Cow Show.
All right, listen to it. I listened again. You had so many chances.
Dude, I
when you
listening
said,
back
do
now,
that should have been like, you suck.
Listening back, you're absolutely right.
There was a few opportunities.
I heard what happened there.
I got
Ant
caught
was
up.
enjoying the show.
I got caught up.
It's a pretty good show.
In the brilliantness of my question is what happened, and I wanted to slam him, yet I wanted to hear him compliment my question.
Your ego got in the way.
My ego got in the way.
All of a sudden, you're like, wow, this is like normal radio. This is kind of neat.
What the fuck? I was hypnotized.
Enjoying the Man Cow Show.
I was just enjoying the show.
He's still a fucking douchebag.
What an asshole I am. I had such an opportunity there.
Oh, well.
Really? I could have gone, really?
Oh,
Dick
well.
fuck-ass shit?
Oh, well. It happens. You had him in your sights and thought too much about what it'd be like to kill a man.
Turd.
Tom in East Islip.
Oh, man.
Online feed is complete shit again. Whatever. What are you going to do? You know what? Go to Audible. Audible.com. You guys update that shit?
Yeah, every day. Shows up at like...
It's like a podcast. It makes it easy for you.
Every shows up in the afternoon.
And I think we get a few shekels for that, too, which would be nice.
Shekels.
I wouldn't mind a few shekels in my back pocket, some pocket money. Audible.com if you've finally had it with the online fee, because that's like just downloading it like a nice podcast for everybody, right?
Yeah, we take out the commercials and that's it.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. You don't fucking mess with the content, right?
No.
All right, audible.com.
That's good.
That's the plug today. Jackie, Tony, and Donnie on the Peak in Albuquerque. Jackie talks about Radio Wars. Here we go.
You know, it's funny because, back in the day, radio stations, morning shows especially, would go at each other. Like at each other.
There were radio wars.
Like radio wars. And this is kind of what it reminds me of. It's a little bit fun, to be honest with you. There's no...
Told you. Told you.
Man, see?
This broad wants to be doing some edgier shit.
Bored shitless. She's
some
bored
action.
shitless.
You know what?
And this is some kind of thing that perked her day up.
And you know what? I have nothing but respect for this Jackie broad now. She admitted it.
It's kind of coming through, yeah.
Like radio wars. And this is kind of what it reminds me of. It's a little bit fun, to be honest with you. There's nobody in this town I'd go after. I mean...
This broad wants, the hard one.
She wants to call someone a fucking asshole.
Yeah. She wants to get in here and
Yeah.
Maybe
take the gloves off.
Maybe lay down. Lay down for the boys.
She wants to get fucked?
Wow.
I didn't say that.
That's a leap.
That'll get you fucking
That's
sued,
a leap right there.
She's asking.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that, Sam. You said that. God, I hope they sue you.
What are they going to sue me for?
That fucking TV.
Sue everyone.
My water bottle?
Yeah.
It's a little bit fun, to be honest with you. There's nobody in this town I'd go after. I mean, I've got a BFF sitting on a competing radio station doing mornings,
You guys just text back and forth
We
to
just
each
text
other.
back and forth during the show. So, whatever. I just want to warn you that it is on there. Whatever. Fine, great.
Just don't click on view comments. That's the best thing we can say. I mean, really, if you don't want to
see it.
If you don't want to see it, just don't click on view comments.
If you want to see it, there you go.
Man, she's like... And I apologize to the women out there. She's the man on this show. The other two guys, you got the Fez, and then you got the, I'll call him a half a Fez. You got a Fez and a half a Fez on this show.
You saying Tony is half a Fez?
Half a Fez. Half a Fez.
Oh,
she's
boy.
like the man there.
Oh, boy.
She's excited. She's really into this. She said something, though, man.
Yeah.
Fucking radio used to be about, when I first started in radio, we would get in fistfights literally because a competing station's van was parked in front of a venue.
Yeah.
And you would get in literal fistfights. No joke, man. I remember GM in Rochester. This new rock station came to town. Brother Weasel will back me up on this in a second. I think they were called the Velcro Brothers, and they started a rock station to try to take out CMF. And we're all at this one bar we all kind of went to, and these guys actually gave us shots. They sent shots over. And Pete Coughlin, who was a raging fucking alcoholic, he would never say no to alcohol or a shot.
Yeah.
He looked at all of us, because there was a bunch of us that would hang out with him after work. He goes, any of you boys do that shot, you're fired. Then he walked over with his shot and threw it in their face. This is the shit that used to happen in radio.
It's radio.
It threw it in their face, and she said it. Well, now, I just text with the competing morning show.
They're BFF on the competing morning show.
Because they're all owned by the same fucking company. So who gives a fuck in the end, right?
Yeah, now. Forget about it.
Jackie,
hey, I hate you. Yeah, man. Your fucking station sucks. Oh, wait a minute.
Right.
Same name on our checks.
We're under the same corporate umbrella.
Yeah, the same corporate umbrella. Will you go to HR if I call you an asshole here in a bar?
Let me say hi to Keith in Connecticut. Keith.
Hey, what's up, fella?
Hey, buddy.
Listen, you guys make me laugh. When he says, I don't care, you guys always say it's the complete opposite. That dumb broad, she goes, to be completely honest, it's fun.
You know what?
Does that mean she's lying?
It goes against the formula, but I really believe she just couldn't wait to finally be completely honest.
Something, yeah.
Right.
Something different.
He hung up. But in general, when someone says, I don't care, or can I be completely honest, yes, they're not being completely honest, or they're not showing they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But she was so excited to finally be honest.
She doesn't have to talk about Carrie Underwood's bangs for
she don't
one day.
Talk about that.
She doesn't have to.
She wants to talk about this, Sam.
What's that?
Right up the key.
A hard one.
Okay.
What?
We're getting less subtle now.
She wants to let her hair down, man.
Oh.
Get a little wild.
She wants to undo a couple buttons.
Get a little wild.
Bring out some of the edge.
She wants to be snorting coke off a cockhead.
All right, that's
wow.
What happened?
That'd be insane.
What happened there?
Stripped all illusion away from
your speculations getting way out of hand now, Opie.
You said coke.
Oh my God!
What?
That is crazy.
I wasn't.
I don't know of anyone that would want to do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You'd have to be forced to do that.
Everyone knows you got to do it the long way, right?
I would think.
I would imagine.
Oh God.
I would think so.
Yeah.
If some chick wanted to do coke off my rod, I would let her get a line out on it, and right when she goes to do it, I twitch my dick and smack her in the face with it, give that dick twitch that. Girls can't understand that. It's just the squeeze of a muscle and the thing moves.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it, but you don't understand it. And then just watch the coke fly and psh, she gets whacked in the schnoz.
Then you laugh at her.
Yeah, and then you laugh with your numb dick.
By the way, I could only handle one court case at a time. That was just for entertainment purposes.
It's just fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think anything was said that could foster any litigation.
I don't know anything about Jackie. Kirk, what do you got, buddy?
Hello?
Kirk.
Yeah, hey, this
man on the wing
is married to Jackie. They are married. Half of Fez.
The half of Fez is married. I love that people are picking up on it's now a half of Fez. Half of Fez is married to Jackie.
Really?
But it sounds like Jackie.
Where's the pants in the family?
Doesn't want a half of Fez, if you know what I mean.
Oh, she wants a little something else.
Hey, woman. Hey, woman, right. Why don't you come over to this station, get yourself a real man, show you what a real man's like. Oh, God.
Jackie talks about the comments on the Facebook page. She loves it. She's loving it.
Yep. But there are some, there are comments. These people are pretty disgusting, because there are comments about, I'll be honest with you, about AIDS. About
All right. All right.
That's fucking great.
I think I just heard the funniest thing in the last 2 years right there.
Yeah. That's disgusting. Some disgusting comments. They talk about,
just I gotta say it.
AIDS.
Thanks
talk about AIDS.
The listeners of the Opie and Anthony show, the first ever AIDS reference on Jackie, Tony, and Donnie.
Yes.
Well, it's about time.
Pretty disgusting, because there are comments about, I'll be honest with you, about AIDS. about homosexuality, pretty sexually violent comments against women. I mean, you know, if this is what their show does for fun, that's kind of scary.
She's not having fun anymore.
I got to agree with her on that one.
She's not having fun anymore.
That was a couple breaks later when
when it
started getting ugly.
It wasn't as fun.
No,
it wasn't as fun.
Oh, okay. We should timestamp this shit. This was at least an hour later. It's not fun anymore.
You know what happens? This is like when there's a war, right?
Yeah.
Like a good old-fashioned WW2 kind of war. And you sign up, and you're ready to go. You're all full of piss and vinegar. You're like, yeah, woo, yeah.
You're like, let's do it. And you run forward with your weapon.
And they got the army fucking songs that you're singing and everything. And then
over there.
Yeah, over there. There's a fight to be fought over there. Yeah, she's all like ready to go. And then this is after she left the landing craft and saw some of her friends' guts hanging out, heads blown apart. And now it's not as much fun anymore.
No.
Because they're talking about, AIDS and violent sexual acts towards women.
At this point, you just want the Huron in your arm.
Right. She's got that 1,000-yard stare now.
You just need to be numbed.
I do have some good news.
Oh, what happened?
If you go to Facebook.com.
The one thing about Jocktober, we do move on.
Yes.
But we do move on. It's only fair.
You should see what they said about us. JTD 103, not 103, 100 and then the number 3.
Oh, boy.
FYI, some satellite show has sent their listeners to attack all of our Facebook pages.
Oh, boy.
I guess you'll get to see the caliber of people that listen to them. Pretty disgusting stuff. If you see some homophobic, explicit, flat-out vile posts, you'll know why. Makes me thankful for our listeners.
Look, a little statement.
Yeah.
A little statement.
That's good. You know what? If I read that, I'd be like, who is this show? I've got to listen.
I've got to listen. I got to get satellite radio.
Now I have to listen to this vile...
That's a better commercial than this company ever gave us.
Yeah.
Hire them to fucking market us.
Explicit, flat-out vile post. Flat-out vile.
It's all done in humor.
Yeah.
Or humor.
It's all fun. Yeah, what do you think? We just go out. You know what I do when we're done with the show?
Cry?
I get in the cry. I get in that elevator. I go downstairs and I punch the first woman I see right in the face. I just punch her. And then any guy that looks slightly effeminate, I just start throwing epithets at him and homophobic lines. Because that's how I really live my life on a daily basis. It's amazing.
That's how you roll.
Yeah.
Say that.
That's how I roll.
That's how the kids say it.
When I see black people, I just blurt out, I do that.
Yeah,
I will. I can't even be sarcastic about that.
Well, those people deserve that, right?
Why would you say that?
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
Please fire me. Jackie talks about the comments.
Joe does for fun. That's kind of scary. The behavior they're encouraging. It's pretty scary. So anyway, it's on there. I just want you to know that it's on there.
I'm more upset they hijacked my Pet Palooza.
I know, right?
I worked so hard on that.
That
is really what he's upset about.
Yeah. You're trying to do something. You're trying to do something and you can't.
You know what? Couple things. The Fezes from across the globe has got to happen.
Yeah.
Fez needs to embrace this and make it his.
Yeah.
He could even come in here and enjoy it with us.
Really?
Yes.
You see that happening?
Maybe. Fez used to come in.
I know.
The other thing, Jackie.
Yeah.
Wants to go to the dark side so
Does she want to fucking... She wants to go to the mattresses, man. She definitely does.
She might... I think she wants to just visit the dark side.
Yeah.
She has it in her. She's like...
And
that sounds like it could be a good weekend.
I heard something I didn't appreciate much.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
That we were kind of encouraging behavior.
Right.
Now, these posts aren't from our listeners. That is what we would encourage is a post.
Right.
That's it, freedom of speech.
We tried to make that clear yesterday.
There's no behaviors that we are encouraging. Freedom of speech and the freedom to post on a free and open forum, as somebody's Facebook page is until they make it private. That's fine. That's their prerogative. Mm-hmm. But to foster people their right to post their opinions is fine. We would not advocate any violence towards anybody.
Plus, what we were saying was it goes so far beyond the realm of good taste that it goes into absurdity.
It's
absurd.
It's
things that
absurd. It gets to the point of absurdity, which then makes it funny.
Hilarious.
See, that's where certain posts that almost come off as homophobic, almost come off as misogynistic. That's when they become funny, is when they become so outrageous that you know it's not even humanly possible.
Of course.
And you know what? I'm going to go on record and say
Comedy 101.
We're done with these people.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, after today's Jocktober segment, you'll probably forget they ever existed.
Because we got to move on to Idaho.
Exactly.
We got to move on to Idaho.
We're done with Albuquerque.
We're done with Albuquerque.
No, I hear Idaho's got some great radio.
Great.
They're terrific.
Great radio.
They are terrific.
Yeah.
Here's the last clip. Jackie, Tony, and Donnie from the Peak in Albuquerque responding to the attack we had on them, I guess.
Oh, boy.
They end their show this way.
65 for a high. We're at 44 right now in Albuquerque. We've made it through the first day.
Oh, thank the Lord. And here
Without
we are.
Tony. An attack on our Facebook page from some satellite show.
Do you know?
Just mention us, you dummies.
Yeah, just say it.
They don't want to give us the free advertising.
Yeah, in the end, what are you going to give us? 10 subscribers? Relax. We're saying your name left and right, and I guarantee you're not going to see a bump in the PPM. I was talking to them, those people, the PPM.
Satellite show.
Do you know most days in the midday shift, my feet are up? I'm watching television.
I got to deal with stuff like this.
I got some rage going.
Show is rocking, isn't it? Right.
What is going on?
You know, it would have been fun if it weren't like fighting with 12-year-olds today. All right, so tomorrow we've got more Panic at the Disco tickets and Patrick Stump.
She fucking
She wanted
this
so bad. She wanted it.
Yeah. And as much as she says it's disturbing, she's going to miss this attention.
She will miss
gone
it.
Today.
It's gone.
That's it. That was just a flash of what it would be like if there were lots of people paying attention.
Right.
It's gone now.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of Jocktober, because in the end, none of these shows mean shit to us. So we're done with them.
And
Seriously,
they don't get the bump.
We'll move on to the next show.
And as of
because if you continue it, then
as of November 1st, every single show is forgotten until next year.
Done.
Finished.
I couldn't name 3 shows we did last year.
I just know the basics. The
John
classics.
and Jeff, Scott and Todd.
The classics. We're 2 guys.
Right.
You know that.
And
but we knew them from before.
Right.
So,
but besides that, I couldn't tell you who we featured last year. No idea.
As a matter of fact, the first time we featured John and Jeff on Jocktober, they were actually on the station that we were on.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
is this how many years running will this be? And can I ask you?
Yeah.
Will we be hearing from John and Jeff?
Is it Jocktober?
All right, that's all you got to say. And how many consecutive years will this make that they are featured?
I think it's 4.
I think it's 4 consecutive Jocktobers. There ought to be an award.
I think so.
There should be one of those awards that they give people, Lifetime Achievement Award.
Do we have a 2 guys promo just to get people excited for later on this month?
I was going to say, after 4 years.
4 years.
It's the same show every time. They haven't done anything new.
How does our boss not like Jocktober? Oh, did I say boss?
Oh, shit.
In quotations, people.
Yes.
When you hear boss, just remember in quotations every fucking time. I'm the boss of me.
Air quotes. Yeah,
Air quotes.
I'm the boss.
But how does he not like this?
He's my boss.
Listen to the excitement in our voice. We love beating up other radio shows.
And it's the excitement in all the listeners, too. This is the most joyous time to be an Opie and Anthony fan.
Apparently excitement in some of the shows we feature.
Jackie is flipping out.
She loves it.
She does love it.